Hi guys, and welcome to my June Shop My Stash. Everything you're seeing right now is from the month of May. If you don't know what a Shop My Stash is, I do have a description of it. But I'm sure if you already clicked on this, you know what a Shop My Stash is. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. So we're going to start out with the setting sprays or the fixer sprays that I brought into for the month. The first one is going to be this Milani Make It Last setting spray. Did really enjoy it. I love the nozzle on it and everything. I still stand by that the fact that for me, makeup setting sprays do not make my makeup last any longer. I still get super oily in my T-zone, but it's a nice kind of, I guess, finisher product to make sure all my powders melted very well. So I will be keeping this. This is the Ofra Maker Makeup Fixer, which I did actually like to melt in my powders as well. Not to set my face, but to melt in the powders. I don't know if there's really a difference in it, but this is actually quite cheap. It's $16 for 8 fluid ounces. I will be keeping this in my makeup collection as well. So the first lipstick I will be talking about is this L'Oreal Infallible lipstick. This one is in Petal Potion. I really did enjoy this. This, honestly, if you want something that does not come off, this is actually a really good formula. It can be a little bit drying, but that is what you get with liquid lipsticks. So this is a Ciate London liquid lipstick or liquid velvet lipstick. I really did enjoy this color, so I will be keeping it in my collection. And also, if you ever want to see any of these swatches that I'm talking about, you have to go to the previous Shop My Stash. I do swatch all the lipsticks I do bring into my collection. And this one is a CoverGirl / Katy Perry collab, just a lip gloss. I liked it. I don't love it, but it's nice for what it is, so I'll be keeping it. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Last Liquid Catsuit. I actually did not end up using this at all. This one is in Gothic Topic, and I'm actually going to keep it in for another month. See if I use it or not. Just because I wasn't going for very dark shades on my lips this month. This one I use quite a bit. This is the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick. This one is in Nude Thrill. Enjoyed this very, very much. This is the MUA Makeup Academy. Just a regular lipstick. Was really nice. It's a nice formula. Nothing surprising or wow about it. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lip Gloss. I really did enjoy this. This one is in Toffee, so I'll be keeping this. Next, I have this e.l.f. lipstick, really pretty shade. It is in the color Brick, and I did love it when I did warm tone looks. And this is just a regular lipstick, but I use that quite a bit, so I'll be putting that back. This one is a Revlon lipstick, pretty sheer actually, not that opaque, but I kind of like that for some of the days that I used it, so I'll be putting this back. So all three back here are Project Pan, so I won't be discussing those. But this one is a NYX Lingerie. Really enjoy this. I love the colors I have in this, and I don't find this too drying for me, so keeping that. This is the Essence Shine 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 lip gloss. I actually really enjoy this. Pretty opaque, but it is a lip gloss, so it does wear away. But I loved it and I enjoyed it. It wasn't too tacky or anything like that, so really enjoyed that. This is the Revlon Ultra HD Matte Lip Color. Really love this. I do say it isn't transfer proof, but it is still very nice on the lips and not very drying at all, in my opinion. So I will be keeping this. Next we have is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. If you do not want your lip products to move at all, you must try this. It can get drying towards the end, but for me, I don't find it too drying, so I love this formula for when I know I don't want my lip product to budge at all. So love that. Love the color too. This one is a ColourPop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick in, what is that? OG. I always have a problem saying this one, but I think it's like way too dry for me to use. It's actually flaking inside of it, so I'm actually gonna just go ahead and declutter this. It's just way too dry. I have too many lipsticks or lip products in general to really fuss with it, so I'm actually going to declutter this. And lastly, we have the Rimmel Stay Satin Liquid Lip Color. Really love this. It is not a transfer proof formula. It is just kind of like a regular lipstick formula, but in a liquid form. I really enjoy this, so I will be keeping that. That's going to be it for the lip product. Now we are moving on to my eyeshadows that I did bring in. First thing is going to be this The Magic palette by Juvia's Place. Did really enjoy this, had some really fun looks with it. So I'm putting this back. This was a fun palette. This is the BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil. Had some really fun looks with this. As you can tell, it's all color and I love color. So I'm putting this back. This is the Soph X Revolution Extra Spice palette. Did really enjoy this. Got a lot of looks out of it. So I'll be putting this back as well. This is the Warrior palette by Juvia's Place. And I got a bit of use out of it. Not the biggest fan of this, honestly, just because it has only 3 matte shades and everything else is a shimmer. I like the shimmers. I love the mattes. It's just that it was kind of like a boring palette for me. Just because it's like a light and a dark and like a mid-tone, and you kind of, all you had to switch off was the shimmer shades. And while that makes it an actually really easy look to do, I just wasn't like the biggest fan of just doing that, you know? Like, I love just doing different colors in my creases, different colors in my outer V. So while I did like the formula and everything, I'm just like not the biggest fan of this palette, but I will be keeping it because it is a good, if I want a quick easy look, this would be really good. Next we have the Bare Minerals Aurora Lights palette, and this is a nice palette. It's not for me the best palette out there. It's a lot of very light tone shades, not very a good mixture of mid-tone shades. I did enjoy the shimmers that it has in here, but it was kind of hard to use. Either I did really light looks with this, or like a very dark looks with the outer corners, and that was okay, but I wasn't in love with this. But I will be keeping this in my makeup collection for now. For the last eyeshadow I brought into for the month of May with this Mauve Moss from Dose of Colors. Really did enjoy this. I use this more as a complementary palette versus just on its own, but I did actually use it on its own too, and it's really nice for like quicker days. So I actually did really enjoy this because it was a good range of light to dark. So did get use out of that as well. And that's it for what's on top of my vanity. We're going to head down to what's actually in the drawer. First, we're going to talk about the foundations I brought in. This first one is the Tarte Guard in SPF 20. Did enjoy this. This was a little too light for me, so I had to mix it in with some of the others, like the Clean and Clear one. But it came out really nice, so I did really enjoy this. This one is the CoverGirl Clean Matte in medium. This was actually a little dark on me, and I felt like it oxidized a bit. So maybe after summer, I'll bring this back out. I did like the finish and everything. It's just the shade isn't quite right for me. This is the IT Cosmetics CC Illumination foundation, just a little travel size in medium. I did not like this product. It has specks of glitter in it. And with my shiny, oily butt, I don't need any more glitter all over my face. I like highlighting where I like it highlighted, but like on the nose and on my forehead, I don't need the extra shine. There is only a little bit left. I think I'm gonna keep it and just use it up, so I can just say, hey, I used a foundation up. But yeah, not the biggest fan of this. I would not go out and purchase this on my own. Now, this product I really did enjoy. There were so many times when I actually got complimented on my skin at work. They just kept telling me, like, different people, different days, anytime I use this with whatever powder, but I was using this foundation. People would say, oh my god, your face looks so smooth. And this was a foundation I was wearing. Although it does break down on me, my nose gets oily, my forehead gets oily. It is easy enough to just go ahead and like blot and powder, but to be fair, I mean, most foundations make me oily. I really did enjoy this one, and sad to put it back, but I'm happy that there's a product out there that people have noticed a difference on my skin. So that is awesome, and I would definitely recommend this, honestly. So next up we have the concealers. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. I use this more of a spot correcting concealer versus a like under eye concealer, and this worked really great for that. So I'm going to just be keeping this but putting it back in my collection. This is the e.l.f. concealer slash highlighter. I used the highlighter a couple of times, but it really didn't do much for me. So, because I would put this on top of my foundation, then blend it away, and it kind of would just go away. So it didn't really stay around or stick around. So I don't care about the highlighter. The concealer, on the other hand, I really did enjoy. Very lightweight. It's more of a brightening concealer, which is what I use under my under eyes because I don't have dark circles. So I don't really need to conceal. I just need to brighten. So this was really nice for that. So I'll be keeping this and putting it back in my collection. This product, on the other hand, I did not pull out at all. This is the Physicians Formula concealer, and I just did not use it just because I already know the formula of this. This is a super thick formula. I don't like super thick formulas as concealers, so I actually going to just declutter this. There's no point in me keeping something that I just don't want to use, and I don't want to use up in any other way, like as an eye primer, because I just have too many eye primers as is to use. So this is just going to go ahead and get decluttered. Next up, we have my powders. This one is the Maybelline Fit Me. Sorry, I was using it, so that's why I was like upside down. But this is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. Really did enjoy this. The color is a little light on me, so it could make me a little ashy. But to use it all on my face was really nice. My under eyes are still a little iffy. Sometimes it works well, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what it is, but also my left under eye is worse than my right. I don't know if you guys feel me on that, but it could make my under eyes a little crepey. So I enjoyed it, not in love with it, but I will be keeping it for now. Next, we have the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. This one is in Sandstorm, and I use this quite a bit. As you can tell, I hit pan in it, which it was brand new when I brought it in. But I hit pan in it because it actually made some of the lighter foundations match me a lot better. So the coloring was a lot better for me, so I did use this quite a bit. Unlike like some of the powders were a little too light for me for all over my face, like I said the Maybelline Fit Me one was. So I did use this quite a bit, and I really do enjoy this to set my face. Last powder I have in here is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I did actually really enjoy this for my under eyes, and that's where I used it, so I do love it for that. So I'll just put it back in my collection. So next we have this highlighter from Becca. This is the one in Prosecco Pop. Really enjoyed this for when I wanted a gold highlighter, so really pretty. So happy to have this and keep this in my collection. This blush I brought in is the Milani Powder Blush. This one is in Tea Rose. Enjoyed this, so I'll be just putting this back. Next, I have the Butter Bronzer. This actually is a little dark for me, but if I went a little light, it actually works really well. So enjoyed this one as well. And this one is in the Deep Bronzer shade, but did really enjoy this. So I did end up using some of my liquids. This is the Benefit Dandelion Dew. Really did enjoy this, so I'll be just putting this back in my collection. I did use this one. This is the Tarte's Pro Glow. This is the Tarte's Pro Glow. I can't say that. This is the Tarte's Pro Glow liquid highlighter, and I am just not the biggest fan of liquid highlighters. This kind of went on very chunky on my skin, and it kind of didn't sheer right, so I'm actually gonna go ahead and just declutter this. Just not the biggest fan of it. Next, I have the Tarte Better Bod contour bronzer and contour. Actually really enjoyed this. It left a really nice color on my skin, so I'll be keeping this. Moving on, we have face primers. This one is the Catrice Prime and Fine. I really enjoy this, so I'll be keeping this in my collection. Then I have this Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer, and for it to say Luminizer Primer, I don't think it has any kind of luminizing benefits. It's just like a primer to me, so it wasn't anything wow, but it wasn't anything bad, so I'll be keeping this in my collection. Next, we have the Hello Fab First Aid Beauty Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer. Did really enjoy this. It is more like a moisturizer than an actual primer, but for me, with my oily skin, this works really well, so did really enjoy this. So moving on to some of the little mini duals or face palettes I brought in. This is from, sorry, Ulta Beauty. This is the Fresh Glow highlighter. Really pretty, so I did like that. And this is the nude pink blush. Did enjoy this as well, so putting this back. Now we have the Urban Decay Naked Flush. This one is in a naked. Really enjoy this. I love using the highlight in general too, just because when I had like pinkier eyeshadows, I kind of wanted to match that and use like a pinkier highlight. So I really did enjoy this, so I'm putting this back. Now moving on to this section where I have my eyeliners, mascaras, brow products. The first two I'm going to be talking about is the ColourPop Cream Gel Liners. This one is in Stomper, and then this one is in Call Me. I did enjoy these. They're like an extra step in my makeup process though, so I didn't use this quite a lot, but I did get use out of it, so I'll be putting this back. So I'm still using the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. Not my favorite mascara. It does lengthen, does not volumize, but it smudges on me. So I'm not like in love with this, so I'll just keep it in for now and just use it up. This I did bring in last month. This is the YSL, the Shock Mascara, and I actually really enjoy this mascara. Sadly enough, because I know YSL is super expensive. It has a scent to it, which I don't like, but it does dissipate once you put it on the eyes. But I don't know why they would add a scent into a mascara. That's ridiculous. So if you are sensitive to scents, stay away from this. But it does lengthen and volumize. It can get a bit clumpy, so if you don't like clumpy mascaras, you want to stay away from this as well. But I feel like if you want something to volumize and lengthen, they tend to clump. So I mean, I like it. I like it, but I don't think I would go out and purchase this, just because I know this is probably a very expensive mascara. I did bring in this mascara, but because I brought in the YSL one, I didn't want to open another mascara, so I'll just keep this in, just I don't know when I feel the need to use it, but I do really enjoy this mascara. And then I brought this brow product in. This is the Tanya Crooks The Brow Gal. And I like it, but it's starting to really dry out, so it's kind of getting difficult to work with. I think I might pull this into a project and just get the most use out of it I can, and then just get rid of it. So for now, I'll put it back, but I'll probably pull it out soon for a project. All these single eyeshadows are in projects, so I won't be talking about it, but I will be talking about the Milani eyeshadow primer. I really love this. I think it works very well. It doesn't have any kind of pigmentation to it, so if you're looking for something to color correct your eyelids, this is not it. But if you're looking for something that primes your eyeshadow, this works really well, so I really did enjoy this. And then lastly, we have this Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art. This is a dual, as you can see, in Peach Prism. This is a very beautiful cream color, which I did enjoy. And I tend to use the glitter to top it off, which was really pretty. So I will be keeping this and just putting it back in my collection for now. So that is it with everything I brought in for the month of May. Everything else you see here is Project Pan, so I won't be discussing those things. But let's go ahead and actually shop my stash, shall we? So we are now looking into my lipstick drawer. So let's go ahead and pull out a few of these. This is an Urban Decay Hi-Fi Shine Lip Gloss. And I've been kind of really into glosses right now just because, you know, it is hotter. And I've been loving to top them. Sorry, it's a weird angle, but let's pull this out. And let's get this out. This is a mini Marc Jacobs. This one is in Slow Burn. And it's just a really pretty neutral color. So there's that. Let's pull this out. This is a Too Faced Melted Matte liquid lipstick. This one is in Queen Bee. And that is what that looks like. Let's put one of these. this one. And this is a Bare Minerals Liquid Lipstick Mini. This one is an Infamous. And then, oh, that is so pretty. Sorry for these awful swatches. This is a Revlon lipstick. And that is in Pink Pearl. So let's swatch right here. So it's more of a sheared lipstick, but I like that. I've been liking that. And let's pull this out. This is the Tarte lipstick in Rum Punch. And that is what that looks like. That is a very pretty nude shade. So pulling that out. Let's pull this one out. This is a Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink Liquid Lipstick, and this one is in Loyalist. So it's a very, very light shade, but it's very pretty. So pulling this out. I want to pull this out. This is a Maybelline Vivid Hot Lacquer. This one is in Unreal. And ooh, that is pretty. So let's pull that out. Let's pull out this Bite Crayon lipstick. This one is in Glace. Get some of this going. That's nice. So yeah, let's pull this one out. And I'm gonna pull out one of my favorite formulas. This is Physicians Formula, the Healthy Lip, and this one is in Dose of Rose. Really pretty pink color. Oh, that is so pretty. So I'm pulling this out. Then I'm gonna be pulling this Lippy Duo to Go from ColourPop. One side is skimpy, the other side is cookie. So just looks kind of like this. A pencil style on one side, and then a Lippy to Go on the other. So pulling these out, she should swatch them. So this one is cookie, and this one is skimpy. Oh, it looks really pretty. Nice nude. That's a nice nude lip liner, but I tend to use lip liners as an all over color. Let's go with this little purple shade. This is in LUV, and that's the shade. Let's go with this red. This is a NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream Red, and it is in Barcelona. So that's a pretty red. It feels a little dry though, so we'll see if this gets we'll see if that sticks around. And we have room for one more lip product. Let's bring in a lip gloss. I haven't used this yet. This is a Physicians Formula in pH Matchmaker, and it's kind of cool because it actually has this light at the end. See, so it's actually kind of cool. So you can, I guess, put it on in the dark, especially it has a mirror here. So if you can see, I haven't even used this. So let's go ahead and pull this out, and it's old school. It has like a brush wand on it, not like a doe foot. So, and it's just a clear lip gloss. So it'd be a nice topper. It'll be a nice topper on some of these liquid lipsticks or regular lip products. So that is everything I am pulling out for my lips. Let's move on to the next drawer. So now we have my foundation drawer and my concealers. So I have 2 in Project Pans. I'll pick like 3 out of this bunch. I wonder if this is any good for me. This is the e.l.f. Flawless foundation. This one is in sand, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. This is the It Cosmetics CC foundation. This one is in medium, so I'll pull this out. And then I want to pull both of these out. The L'Oreal Paris. One is a Pro Matte and one is a Pro Glow. But the Pro Matte is a bit too orange on me and it does oxidize. So this is a bit lighter. So I think these are going to work out really well. I do believe I tried this last time and I don't remember how I thought about it. So I'm going to be pulling these both out and that should be it for foundations. Now we are on to concealers. And I don't have too many, I don't think. This is me with like my 10 concealers. But I do like brightening concealers, so let's do this one since I know I like the concealer for a acne spot treatment. Let's pull this one out. This one's a lot lighter. This one is in light medium, and maybe try to use it as my under eye and see how I like it that way versus just a spot concealer. And then let's pull out this one. This is a Maybelline concealer, which I know I really do like. So I'll pull this out just in case I don't like the Wet n Wild one, or I maybe mix it in because this is actually, I think, lighter than the Wet n Wild one. It is actually more yellow tone versus pinkier tone. So we'll see if I can mix these two together, if neither one of them works or one of them needs to be mixed. So I'll pull this out because I know I like the Maybelline one. And then let's pull this one out. This is the Makeup Revolution concealer, Conceal and Define concealer. This one is in C3, and as you can tell, it's a lot lighter than the other two. And hey, if I need to lighten again, like I said, I use concealers more to brighten, so this would be perfect to lighten those two up. Just in case, you know, gotta have options. So that should be it for this drawer. So we are now looking into my face primers and my powder drawer, which I know I have a lot of face primers and I know I have a lot of powders. I don't know why I have a lot of face primers, honestly, because I really don't believe in them. I don't think they make my makeup last any longer, but I just have a bunch. And then I know I need powders just because I'm an oily girl and I need powders, so don't sue me, Veronica. So let's go ahead and get into the primers. I want to use this. I got this through Influencer just to try it out, and I like it. It's like a mousse primer, which is kind of weird. So it has a cooling effect, but do I think it makes my makeup last any longer? I'm not quite sure. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this out to try out some more. Then I'm going to be pulling out this Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. Just see how I like it. I don't really know if I really enjoy this or not, so I'm going to just pull this out. And then I'm going to be pulling out this Wet n Wild Coverall Primer just to see how I like it. And that should be it for primers. So this is the Derma Blend Loose Setting Powder. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this. I don't know. So I should really just pull it out and see how I like it. Then let's pull out this CoverGirl Outlast All Day powder. This one is in Fair to Light, even though I think it's actually pretty dark for Fair to Light. So it might be nice as a, you know, helping my foundations mix. Hopefully I won't need this, but you never know. So it'd be nice to have that. Let's pull this one out. This is the RCMA No Color powder, and I don't know how I really feel about this. The powders, I don't know if it really does anything extra. So let's pull this out, and that should be it for this drawer. So this is my single contour, blushes, and highlighter drawer. For bronzers, I don't need too many because I have some I'm working on. So maybe just one bronzer. And I kind of want to pull this one out. This one is the Bare Minerals bronzer. It's just a deluxe size sample, but I really love this tone, and I don't have many red tone bronzers, and that I know some people don't like red tones, but red tones look really nice on me because I do have a warm undertone. So I want to pull this out. Then onto blushes. I want to pull this one out. This is a Laura Geller blush. This one is in the pink grapefruit, and it's just a really pretty blush. So it has a bit of a sheen to it, but not too much. So I mean, for these hot warmer days, that's not a bad thing. Then I like a neutral blush, so I'm gonna pull out the Essence Satin Touch blush. This one is in Satin Love. Really love this. It's a very, very neutral shade, and see, it's really pretty. So pull this one out. And then I think that's gonna be it for the singles, because I do want to pull out some face palettes. So now on to highlighters. Okay, I'm gonna be pulling this one out. This is a Wet n Wild highlighter in a Boozy Brunch, and this is, although you see pinks and stuff, it mostly reflects gold, and I really love it for that, and it works really well on my warm skin tone. So I'm gonna pull this out. Let's pull this one out. This is the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. Be my highlight. Really like this one. Very, very pretty, very nudie shade. So pulling that out. And like I said, I don't want to pull out too many singles because I have some face palettes I do want to pull out that will have blushes and highlighters and all that jazz. So that would be it for this drawer. So this is my face palette drawer. As you can see, I have quite a bit of face palettes that I want to use. Not exactly sure which ones I want to use. I kind of want to pull this one out since I did pull out the other one that I have. But this one is the Urban Decay Naked Flush. This one is in Streaked. So I want to pull this one out since I did pull out the other one. Then I want to pull this one out. This is an e.l.f. Blush palette. It just has an array of different colors, and I love this orangey tone blush. Honestly, it's really pretty. These are super pigmented, so yeah, you'll get quite a bit of color on this. I mean, super inexpensive palette, and the colors are really, really nice, but I feel like you can share it out. Oh, picked up too much there. And then the last one is this orange blush, which I love it. So pulling this out. And then lastly from this drawer, I want to pull out this Pure Bronze and Brighten trio. It's just really pretty. I haven't gotten very much use out of this. Sorry, this. It's very dark, very pigmented. Pull it there, but ooh, that's pretty. I don't know if I could ever use, what can I use that for? An eyeshadow shade? Because it is very creamy. These are very creamy, very pigmented. Look at that. These are like crazy pigmented. See? So I don't know how I'm going to use these, but I do actually really love the formula of this. So I want to pull it out and get more use out of it. And that will do it for this drawer. And this last drawer is a set of a lot of things, so bear with me. Liquid and pencil eyeliners, my eye primers over here, my brow products over here, then my liquid and loose glitters, and then I have some single eyeshadows in these too. So yeah, let's go ahead and dive on into it. Maybe this one. This is an e.l.f. smudge pot that I have in Ain't That Sweet, and it's just a really nice light color. I can use maybe as just like a base for my lighter shimmer shades and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be pulling this out to use, and I think that's it from these singles. I might pull out some glitters though, so hang on tight while I look at some of these. Gonna pull this one, Essence Metal Shock eyeshadows, and this one is in Stars and Stories. Really pretty. Don't know where I'm gonna swatch it. Like right here. Okay, but that is really pretty. So yeah, pulling this out. Oh, these are so pretty. I want to pull, I don't know which one. Which one should I pull? I'm gonna go for the purple because I love purple, but it has like these reflectiveness in it. So this is the Wet n Wild. So this is the Wet n Wild liquid catsuit for eyes, though. So it just has this really pretty shades in it. These are definitely like toppers more than like standalone eyeshadows, but look at that. It turns to like a teal or tealish, whatever color you want to call that, to a purple. So this is really pretty. This is definitely like a multi-chrome eyeshadow. So gotta use that. Then on to eyebrow products. I really haven't gotten a lot of use out of this, so I'm gonna pull this out. This is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit, and mostly powders with like one wax to set. So I'm gonna pull this on now and get use out of it, and that should be it for brow products because I do have a few brow products in projects. So I'm not gonna be pulling any more out. For eye primers, let's pull this one out. This is the Essence I Love Stage Eyeshadow Base, and get some use out of this. And that be it for eye primers because I really don't try to test out more than one or two at a time, so keeping that at a minimum. Then let's test this out. I've been having this. This is the Tarte's bronze clay paint eyeliner, and like it says, it's a bronze eyeliner. So let's see if I'll like get any use out of it. It's like a gel formula. Feels squeeze out of here. Oh, I did too much. Abort. But yeah, so that is the color there. But I want to get some more use out of this. So actually, I've never used this, so let's get some use out of it, not more. Some. Then we have, this is an eyeshadow primer, but that doesn't fit because it's too long. And then I don't need any liquid eyeliner. I still have the one that I'm using. I just want to get some more pencils used up. So let's pull out this one. This is a ColourPop cream gel liner. This one is in No Shame, and it is a purple color. So I'll just swatch that for you guys right there. Very pretty. So pulling this out, get some use out of that. And then I think that's gonna be it from this drawer actually. So let's go move on to eyeshadow palettes, my favorite portion of my makeup collection. So I try to get most of these in here, but this is the majority of my eyeshadow palette collection. And let's go ahead and choose some that I've kind of new, kind of play with, not too much. First one I want to pull out is this one. This is the Lime Crime Venus 3, and I really love this for a purple look, obviously. So yeah, I'm gonna pull this out and get some use out of it. Let's actually swatch a few of these, but they're like super pretty, super pigmented. Excuse these horrible swatches, but this is really pretty. See, then this is like a glitter topper shade, but it's really pretty like on top of this purple, so should just do that. If you see that, looks so pretty. So yeah, pulling that out. Then I want to pull this one out over here. This is a Huda Beauty Warm Brown Obsessions, and as you can tell, it's just my shades and I just love them. So pull this out. Then I think I'm gonna pull out this one back here. This is a Makeup Revolution Ultra Eyeshadow. This one is in the Flawless Mattes, and I kind of want to pull this out when I just want to do quick, easy looks. And as you can tell, it's like very light to mid-tone shades, nothing too dark. So it'll be a nice like complementary. There you go, complementary eyeshadow palette. So pulling this out. And I've been wanting to use this palette. Yes, it's dirty, and yes, it's a Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the only thing I've ever bought from Jaclyn Hill, and since I know Jaclyn Hill has been super controversial, but this palette has always been really good. And it's my shades, warm tones. So I'm gonna be pulling this out to use. I think with like the whole controversy and everything, it just brought that palette in the forefront of my head. So, and then to go with that palette for some like fun pops of color, let's bring this one out. This is BH Cosmetic Aurora Light, and these are all shimmer shades. So, but look at all the pretty shimmer shades. So I want to pull this out and get use out of it. Let me just swatch some of these for you because these are so pretty, and these are baked, so you can wet them and get like better pigmentation. Although, okay, these are gonna be really bad swatches, but those swatched out, and that's horrible swatches. But you can tell, look how great that pigmentation is. So yeah, pulling this out to play with, and ooh, almost didn't see this one. But this is it's my Ray Ray palette from BH Cosmetics, and as you can tell, it's a full color palette too, but it has like nice neutrals up here as well. So I'm gonna pull this one out, and I think that should be it for my eyeshadow palettes. And lastly, before I forget, I'm pulling out these two setting sprays, or this is a setting spray and this is a fixer spray. I don't want to show you the whole thing. One, I'm a little lazy. I don't want to pull it out and ready to put it back. Two, it's kind of redundant. It's the same things. I haven't got anything new, so I'm just gonna pull these two out and get use out of this or finish them up. They're like both about halfway done, so we'll see how much I get use out of this. But yeah, I'm gonna pull this one out, setting them over here. And this is everything that I am going to use for the month of June. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It does help my channel out, get my little channel out there for other people to see if they like Shop My Stash content. If you are new, please consider hitting that subscribe button. I do the Shop My Stash every month because I love shopping my stash, and this helps with not buying so much makeup. Even though it helps, but it doesn't like fix the problem, but it still does help. So these are really nice to do. And then if you like, you could follow me on my social media on Instagram at @TatedTiffany. I just post more there, so if you like, you can follow me there, leave me comments. I always comment back, so yeah, you can always do that. And then yeah, I thank you guys for watching my video. These are pretty darn long, so I thank you guys for sticking in there. I hope to see you guys real soon in my next one. And wherever and whenever you guys are watching this, I hope your day is going well. All right then. Have a good night. Bye.